They say it takes 21 days to change your life. But here's the truth. 21 days can either build your future or shatter your excuses. Because this challenge isn't about habits. It's about reprogramming your mind to think, feel, and act like the person you've always dreamed of being. So if you're ready, listen carefully. For the next 21 days, I'm not asking you to dream bigger. I'm simply asking you to rebuild yourself from within. Because everything you desire, success, focus, inner peace, strength, begins with a single decision. The decision to stop running from difficulties. And this isn't a motivational speech. This is your plan to reprogram your brain and succeed. And I promise you, if you persevere for 21 days, your mind will no longer resist success. It will crave it. So let's begin. Chapter 1. Awareness. Let's be honest, you've already tried to change. And you started with enthusiasm, telling yourself, this time, I'm really going to do it. But a few days later, you found yourself scrolling through your feed again, losing your focus, and wondering why nothing had changed. It's not laziness. It's because your mind is designed to stay unchanged. Your brain loves comfort. It doesn't care if you're stuck, unhappy, or wasting your time. As long as everything feels familiar, it feels safe. That's why change is so unsettling. Your brain perceives it as danger, even when it's actually beneficial. But here's the truth. Discomfort isn't a stop sign. It's the sign that your brain is beginning to reprogram itself. So for the first 7 days, your only goal is awareness. Start paying attention to your habits. So when you say, I'll do it later, stop and notice it. And when you feel the urge to give up, remind yourself, this is just my old mindset trying to protect me. Awareness gives you power, because as soon as you notice your habits, you stop living on autopilot. And every time you interrupt that pattern, your brain starts learning something new. So for these 7 days, don't seek perfection. Simply be present. Observe your habits as an observer. Notice what triggers you, what makes you procrastinate, what drains you, and what distracts you. Then write these things down, because true success begins when you stop ignoring the truth. And if your mind tells you this isn't working, remember that it's simply your brain testing you, asking, are you really ready to change, or are you just inspired for the moment? By the end of the 7th day, you'll feel resistance, but don't worry, that's a good sign. Resistance means you're making progress. It means your brain is finally starting to grow. Chapter 2. Action. This is when most people quit. The motivation fades, the enthusiasm disappears, and your brain starts whispering, it's okay, let's go back to our old habits. But if you hold on this week, you'll enter a new phase, a whole new level of strength. Because success isn't about being motivated constantly. It's about creating momentum and never stopping. So for these next 7 days, your mission is simple. Act without hesitation. When the alarm goes off, don't think, get up. And when it's time to work, stop overthinking and get to work. Your mind is like a muscle. It grows through resistance. And every time you take action despite fatigue, fear, or doubt, you teach your brain something powerful. Effort creates strength. And little by little, you begin to change internally. You stop being the one who only talks about change, and you become the one who takes action. Around the 10th day, you'll notice something incredible. You'll start seeing small wins. You'll focus better, and you'll hesitate less. Finally, you'll start having more confidence in yourself. This is your brain literally restructuring itself. It's creating new habits, new thoughts, and new energy. But don't stop now, because this is also when your excuses will come back stronger than ever. They'll whisper things like, you've done enough, and it's okay to skip a day, you deserve it. But remember that this is your old self trying to survive. It wants to pull you back into your comfort zone, where everything feels easy but nothing changes. So when you hear that voice, smile, because it means your new identity is winning. If you really want to reprogram your mind, you have to prove it. Consistency is your new normal. Show up even when you don't feel like it, even when no one's watching. Because discipline isn't built on emotion, but on repetition. And on the 14th day, something wonderful happens. You'll stop forcing yourself to change because you'll already have become the change. Chapter 3. Transformation. You've now reached the final stretch, the phase where true transformation begins to root. These past 2 weeks, you've been fighting against your mind. But these last days, something changes. You're not fighting anymore. You're guiding it. This is the moment when your brain stops resisting success and starts craving it. Why? Because now success is familiar to you. It reassures you, and it resembles you.
But this last week isn't just about building good habits. Not anymore. It's about building your identity. Here's the truth. You will never rise above the story you tell yourself. If you keep repeating, "I'm lazy," you'll act that way. And if you keep repeating, "I can't be consistent," you'll always find reasons to quit. But if you start telling yourself, "I am disciplined, focused, and I follow through," your brain will start believing it and your actions will reflect that belief. The mind doesn't follow effort, it follows identity. So for the next 7 days, start reprogramming your self-image. Every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, "I am disciplined, focused, and I finish what I start." Say it even if you don't fully believe it yet, because repetition transforms reality. And then, take action. Wake up with purpose. Work like someone who refuses to waste time. View your goals as an obligation, not an option. Because at this stage, your transformation isn't just physical, it's also mental. You're not just changing your habits, you're changing who you are. By the 18th day, you'll notice something incredible. Your focus sharpens and your energy strengthens. It feels natural. And it's not luck, it's neuroplasticity. Your brain is restructuring itself through consistency. You're literally installing a new operating system in your mind. A system that doesn't depend on motivation, but on momentum. A system that doesn't depend on mood, but thrives through mastery. And here's the most beautiful part. On the 21st day, you'll realize something powerful. You didn't just complete a challenge. You laid the foundation, because now you no longer need to force your progress. It's an integral part of who you are. You'll thirst for progress and seek new challenges. You'll aim for excellence, not to prove anything, but because your mind has been reprogrammed to love growth. So let me ask you a question. Are you going to let the next 21 days look exactly like the last 21 days? Or is this the moment when you finally decide to change your story? Because right now, you have two choices. You can become who you were again, or you can start becoming who you're destined to be. You've already waited long enough, hoping for the right moment. But the truth is, that moment won't come. The right moment is now, and you don't need a new plan, or a fancy journal, or another motivational video. You just need 21 days of absolute consistency. And here's the truth most people ignore. If you can stay consistent for just 21 days, you'll never need motivation again, because you'll have built something much stronger, an internal system. Your brain will stop seeking comfort and start aspiring to growth. And plus, you'll stop looking for shortcuts and start conquering excellence. You'll no longer just dream of success. You'll start living it, breathing it, becoming it. So right now, make a choice. Choose one thing you want to change. Just one. Maybe it's waking up early, or maybe it's reading every day, or maybe it's working on your fitness or launching your business. Whatever you choose, commit fully. Not halfway, not when you feel like it. Give it everything for 21 days. Because in 21 days, you'll look back on your journey and realize something powerful. That's when everything shifted. And it all started with a simple decision. The decision to reprogram your mind for success.